Have you ever walked off the court after a match and thought, how did I lose like that? Who was that person? Because deep down, you know that's not how you play. And it's so frustrating because you've hit those shots 1,000 times in practice. You've looked sharp all week. You felt confident before the match started. But then the pressure kicked in, your body tightened, your breathing changed, your confidence all of a sudden disappeared, and it felt like you were fighting yourself the entire match. You versus you. And the worst part, most players think something is wrong with their technique when really their nervous system is taking over. Today, we're going to talk about why that happens. Welcome back to the HTP podcast, where we go beyond just strokes and strategy. This is part of our Breakpoint Battle series, where we train how your mind and body respond under pressure so your game doesn't fall apart when it matters most. Also, hit that subscribe button, and if you learned something new, share and like it, because sharing is caring, you know? Today, we're breaking down the difference between the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system, or in simpler terms, rest and recover versus fight and flight. Now, there are more states than just fight or flight, but for simplicity today, we are only going to mention these two. Now, hold on, before you click off and think, great, another science lesson that I learned in 8th grade. Just stay with me for a second, because even have a BS in exercise science and being certified as a NASM personal trainer, I never put these things together for my own game or even as a beginner coach. It took me some time to figure this out. And so I am really excited to share this with tennis players and tennis coaches, but really being able to understand yourself out there, and that it's always not just about technique or even strategy. There is something bigger happening inside you. Your nervous system controls how your body responds to pressure. And depending on what state you're in, your body will either help your performance or work against it. Let's start with the parasympathetic nervous system. This is your body's rest and recovery state. This is usually how players feel in practice, during warm-ups, or when they're relaxed and confident and, just taking care of business. Easy peasy, baby. In this state, your breathing is slower and controlled. Your muscles stay loose and relaxed. Your vision widens and your body feels calm and in control. This is where players experience better timing, smoother footwork, relaxed power, clear decision making, faster recovery between points with your breath. Basically, this is the version of you that says, I'm feeling good today. But then you step into a match, it's 30-40, break point down, and suddenly your thoughts change. Don't double fault. I can't lose another break point. I shouldn't lose to this person. And now your body shifts into sympathetic nervous system. This is your fight or flight state. Your body thinks, uh-oh, something important is happening here. So your nervous system responds by speeding up your heart rate, tightening your muscles, shortening your breathing, narrowing your vision, which is why your timing changes. Your swing tightens, your feet feel heavy, and your confidence all of a sudden disappears. And here's the crazy part. You are still the same player. Same strokes, same skills, same body. But your nervous system is responding differently under pressure. That's why practice doesn't always transfer into matches. And I really want tennis players to hear this. Feeling nervous before a match or even during does not mean something is wrong with you. It means your body recognizes that something matters. Something is important to me. I really care about this. The problem is not that your nervous system is activated. The problem is that most players never learn how to work with it. And let me tell you, I'm so passionate about this because I was a nervous wreck before matches. So nervous that even my coach at the time was like, Gira, maybe you should take a shot at tequila before. The jokes, people, jokes. All right, this wasn't serious. He wasn't actually giving me alcohol. Calm down, calm down. We can't take everything so literal these days, please. Anyhow, I wish I knew information and really understood myself better like this when I played. And it wasn't till much later on, basically towards the end of my tennis career or playing career, that I started to understand how to manage my nerves. So I'm hoping that this will help you while you are still playing. And here's a simple tool to get started. Start noticing your body during matches. Ask yourself in between games, am I breathing fast and short? Are my shoulders tight? Is my jaw clenched? Am I rushing between points? Because awareness creates the opportunity to reset. Try it out and let me know how that goes for you. Just simply starting to become aware. The goal is not to completely eliminate pressure. The goal is to learn how to stay connected to your body when pressure shows up. Because when you learn how to regulate your nervous system, your game starts showing up when it matters most. And we want that W, baby! If this episode helped you understand your tennis on a deeper level, follow the HTP podcast and join us for more Breakpoint Battle episodes where we train the mind-body connection and help players perform better under pressure. And share this episode with a tennis player who turns into a completely different person in matches, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And of course, please subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you in the next episode.